Kenny Omega, I love you, man. I respect you. But we've got some problems that we need to address today. Welcome to your weekly BTE review. I'm Gigi at Gigi on Wrestling. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Today we're looking at episode 281, which is entitled The Hot Jelly Bean Challenge in the Midwest. Let's get into it. As always, guys, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you drop a comment. Tell me your favorite bit of this week's BTE. Thanks again for joining me. And before we continue, make sure you visit figtees.co.uk for all your custom figure shirts. You can even use code GGPOD and save yourself some money. Very long episode this week. So forgive me if I gloss over any details. There's a lot to get through. So let's get straight into it. Your weekly BTE review. So we start this week with the Super Click, cutting some promos, seemingly for some kind of maybe international channel, it looked like, but they're basically just gunning the Lucha Express, Jurassic Express, sorry, basically saying that they've taken out all three members. They took out Christian, doing the Indie Taker on the floor. They took out Jungle Boy, they took out Luchasaurus, and of course Marco Stunt, which it wasn't until they mentioned that I was like, hold on a second, where is Marco Stunt? Those super kicks that he got hit with were gnarly, and he's clearly still not recovered. So wherever you are, Marco Stunt, get well soon. Hope you're feeling better. They're just gunning Marco Stunt, calling him Marco Virgin. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Saying they could beat them anywhere, almost turns into a green eggs and ham bit. Well, that's what Matt Jackson's trying to achieve. But yeah, that is pretty much it. Next, we get some footage of the Elite going on their regular shopping trip. And this is where the problem starts. Kenny Omega. Please tell me you know what these are. We get a crep check. We go down to Kenny's feet. Matt or Brandon asks him, what are those that you're wearing? And he forgets the name. They're SK Airs, man. They're SK Airs. Do you not know who this man is? Do you not know Skepta? One of the greatest MCs in the UK. One of the greatest artists in the UK. Even worse than that is Kenny says he doesn't even remember who got them for him. I know who got them for you, Kenny. I know who got them for you. Violation. The SK Airs, and I know who got them for you. Come at me. Out of order. Anyway, moving on. We get some footage of the guys in some kind of diner, it looks like, after their shop. Loads of bags of shoes. Nick Jackson brags about how much they cost, and he spent about $5,000 on trainers. Oh, I wish. Again, bragging about how they paid over the odds, and if it was retail, it would have only been cost $1,000. This whole stuff is just getting a bit, I don't know, man, braggadocious. And I know they're heels, but sometimes I don't even know if they're just doing it to be heels anymore. They're actually bragging. Nick Jackson shows his trainers off and says that the guy in the store had never seen him before, and he said to take a picture because it would last longer. Again, the lines are being blurred here. Are they doing this for heat? Because it's getting heat with me, and I don't know if it's intentional anymore. Yeah, they say about how they were the store actually said, "Do you want an escort or a car to take you back?" Because of like the sheer amount of trainers that were sneakers or crepes they've got on them. To which Kenny said, "Have you seen us? We're dangerous people. We'll be fine." And they walk. Yeah. Another shopping spree. Kenny, I'm on to you, bro. Get to know. Next week, Aubrey Edwards and 2.0. She's showing them their character renders for the Elite General Manager game. Turns into a bit of an argument where they're talking about stats, and Aubrey says I didn't get beat by Sting as a diss, but I mean, it's still Sting. I know he's old, but come on, it's still Sting. Like, that's not really a diss, but you know. Next, Nick Jackson is basically saying that he gets a lot of spam calls, so we get a bit of a compilation of him answering these spam calls and doing one of the funniest voices I've ever heard. I'm not even going to try and do an impression because I will not do it justice. So check it out if you haven't. He's just answering these spam calls, and they are hanging up when he's doing this funny voice, which is hilarious. Nick Jackson, still one of the funniest people on this show, one of the funniest people on the AEW roster, without question. So we get some footage of him answering these spam calls, and then we see Nick Jackson in the back of a taxi or a car. He's got his foot out, bare toes for them, and he's in a bad way. He actually suffered an injury when Luchasaurus threw him off of the stage on Dynamite, but there was no footage of it. Nick Jackson says, well, at least wait till it's on camera. And he's obviously sad that there's no footage of it. He's got this injury for nothing, basically. Takes a little jab at Tony Atlas. He hopes Tony Atlas isn't watching Being the Elite because he has a known foot fetish. I've actually sourced, I've got a good source who's confirmed these rumors, and it is the case. He does have a foot fetish. Shout out to Mr. Knowledge. If you know, you know. This was good. So Brandon Cutler and Nick Jackson take a horse and cart to the casino. Nick obviously didn't want to walk due to his injury, and just they're like little kids saying that they're on a horsey. So that was quite funny. That tickled me. We get some footage of them in the casino. Nick winning bucks. Shall I what I did there? Maybe. Yeah, that's right. This is part I really liked. So we of course get a Dominic Toretto quote flash up on screen, and we know what's to come. It is of course best friends. This time, instead of watching any Wheelers matches, they're just watching the part on BTE previously where Chris Statlander just choked him out. So they're not just watching; they're watching tape of them watching tape. It's almost like Inception. Wheeler Yuta comes in and is like, why are you watching this? And Chris Statlander is of course behind him, and of course chokes him out. Upon choking him out, she whispers in his ear, "Fuck you." Yeah, good shit, man. I love seeing these guys. Good stuff, man. A funny way to kind of reinvigorate this bit for them to watch previous. Yeah, but yeah, check it out. Good stuff. We get some travel footage from the Bucks doing some sightseeing in St. Louis. But this bit was funny. So just out of shot, you can see someone come over to ask Nick Jackson, or holding their phone, and Matt says, "Oh, I love this stuff." Someone comes over to say, "Oh, do you mind?" And Nick's like, and Nick would generally say, "Yeah, I don't mind taking a picture with you," but it was actually for them. So you see Nick in the background on his knee, proper trying his hardest to take a really good photo, but that was good. They're calling it a bit of humble pie for Nick. Next, it's good news. Nick Jackson is cleared. It is just a bruised heel, but apparently that is a terrible injury to have. Matt Jackson says he's had that injury and it's no fun at all, but they are cleared to wrestle at Full Gear, so that is good. They talk about how if he's selling that it's legit. Nick Jackson says, "Oh, you're exposing the business." To which Matt rightfully says, we always got told that we're exposing the business. Yet now all these old timers that told us that are starting podcasts exposing the business. He ain't wrong. He ain't wrong. Matt Jackson, not in the best mood here, clearly. Nick Jackson says, if I wasn't at it's good that I'm actually going to make the pay-per-view, because if I didn't, you would not be in a 5-star match. Matt Jackson quips back to say, I probably could have managed. Nick Jackson says, nah, not without me. That was a good little back and forth between them. Young Bucks constantly delivering classics. So I'm looking forward to that match at Full Gear. Let me know if you are too. He does take a quick jab at the shock jocks, I think he called them, basically saying, look, you guys go on Twitter to try and bait people that you can bait, see if you get a response and get some content, but we're not going to respond, and this doesn't count. Finally, some more BTE title tournament action for the number one contendership. We get Sammy Guevara versus Colt Cabana. I've never seen this game before in my entire life. It must be an American thing. It looks styled on American football. So they've both got small kind of cardboard or card triangles that they're flicking into the goalposts, like the American football goalposts. Let me know if you know the name of this game, because I've never seen it. It's not something we have here in the UK at all. Not really much to say about this. Sammy Guevara wins and goes forward in the tournament. But yeah, I'm glad they've stopped the bottle throwing in the bins, because that was just getting tiresome. So it's nice to see a change up, even if I didn't know what it was they were doing. But yeah, good to see more BTE title stuff. We get a little short bit of Adam Cole and Nick Jackson getting ready to cut a promo backstage. Nick visibly tired, been gambling till 4 a.m. at the casino, and they basically just talk about how the Jurassic Express are heels now. So that was good. After the concerto that they delivered on Adam Cole. Sorry, for something I didn't mention at the very start when they are doing that promo. They talk about Adam Cole getting hit with that concerto, and Nick grabs him and says, "You nearly killed him. This man that's died already." So that was really funny. Obviously, a callback to the whole Adam Cole death that we saw before. We are not stopping with Adam Cole here. We see him come out of the bathroom in presumably his hotel room, or he says it is his hotel room. In kayfabe, it must be. And we see John Silver and Alex Reynolds in his bed. Adam Cole very surprised to see them and starts ribbing on them. Tries to give them new nicknames. Was it Alex Reject and John Stupid, which he thought they were really good. They no sell it. And instead of them being managers like they've told him, he tells them to manage each other's buttholes. And this starts a whole tangent about buttholes. And Silver asks Adam Cole, does he wash his butt? Does he have a dirty butt? Reynolds apparently top 5 at least cleanest butts. I don't know if that was in AEW, in the world. Not sure. But yeah, they're just still going at it, these three. Still good stuff. They tell now as Adam Cole apparently needs a new catchphrase. Rubber dub dub, Budge is in the tub. And that is where obviously where they start the whole butthole thing. Do you wash your butt? Craziness. But yeah, always good to see these three together. Always gold. And John Silver versus Adam Cole was a great match as well, which we always knew it would be. Next, so this is a real callback. So if you've watched BTE for a long time, like myself, you'll know they've done this challenge before. I believe Okada or someone, or I'm sure it was while they was in New Japan. I can't remember the talent, but I'm sure Tanahashi or someone took part in this. Check it out. I can't remember what episode. I should have researched it. My apologies, but they do a Bean Boozled challenge before with. I'm sure you've all seen them. The green one could be grass trimmings or dirty socks or whatever it is, but this one is a spicy one. Adam Cole says, in some parts of the world, I am called Chili Beast. Well, they know me as Chili Beast, which is, of course, a reference to Up, Up, Down, Down and his whole crew. So that was nice. But yeah, it's just basically a spinning wheel to find out which spicy bean you have to eat. There's sriracha, jalapeno, cayenne, and Carolina Reaper seems to be the hottest one. I actually had some Carolina Reaper fudge recently, and that is dangerous. Do not get involved. But yeah, it's just them just having a good time playing this game. They all kind of eat 3 each. Excuse me. They get Brandon Cutler to have a go. Of course, they're going to force him to. He doesn't take too well to it. He seems to be struggling. And the finale is Orange Cassidy If you're watching this on YouTube, you can see the screenshot of Adam Cole in the background, just so impressed that Orange Cassidy is no selling it, as he should, because he's just so laid back that even this doesn't harm him. But he does take his glasses off and just says, "This is a nightmare." So, which was just funny. The Bean Boozled thing did go on for a bit of a long time. I don't know how necessary it was to see that much of it. But yeah, just some more fun content from these guys. Overall, quite a good episode. There was a lot to go through here today. Some good stuff. I'm still pissed off with Kenny Omega. His name's Skepta. Put some respect on his damn name. Just the stuff we all have got used to seeing, more Adam Cole and Dark Order shenanigans, the Elite on a shopping spree, Nick being his funny self. But yeah, kind of the usual segments we're seeing every week, but quite a solid episode. I just don't know if that, jelly bean stuff should have gone on for that long. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Please drop a comment below what your favorite part of being the Elite was this week. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at GG on Wrestling. And lastly, respect yourself. Don't neglect yourself.